Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Stacy Natasha and today I have a very interesting guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hello guys, my name is Lick.
So guys, today we're going to ask each other questions about coronavirus and we'll continue. So, when did you first hear about corona?
I had it on Sunday, about 17th March.
And where are you? Ulikuwa wapi?
Nilikuwa ushago.
So wa explain ulikuwa ushago, unasomea ushago, unawa explainia ulikuwa ushago like you are a day scholar or a boarder.
I'm the scholar obviously. We had gone to visit our grandparents and while we were watching the news, breaking news, first case of coronavirus found in Kenya.
So sisi tulikuwa shule, kwanza nakumbuka ilikuwa Friday. Saa tukaamba watu kaanza rumors ati corona imefika Kenya, mpaka head teacher akatuambianga about corona tuoshe mkono sijui nini. Mpaka wakaleta sanitizer sio jioni Friday. Alafu Saturday tukakaa shule. Ni Saturday ama ni Sunday ndo corona ilitokea?
It was about Sunday.
Sunday sisi nikaambianga rafiki yangu alikuwa ameenda home, nikamwambia ndo waambie mamangu anikamie nimetoka kukaa shule. Akaniambia aje hata wazazi wameandikiwa barua, wameambiwa aje si barua ni message, wameandikiwa message, wameambiwa aje ati wakuje watoto wao kesho.
With we didn't really panic. First case.
Watu wa shule walikuwa wanalia ati tutaenda home. Pia mimi unajifanya tu hata wewe unalia, jue ni candidate, hawezi fry. Sasa pia wewe unajifanya unalia. Watu wa class 7 wanalia hapo, sijui nini. Sasa sisi wazazi wakatukujia Monday, class tukakujua jioni. Tukakuja home. But before, nilikuwa nimesikia corona kwanza kitabu bango alikuwa anaongelea hapa. Anaona news za hizo countries zingine. Hiyo CCN na naona anatuambia kuna corona. Ilikuwa China. Corona ilianza China. Katuambia kuna corona China, but mimi sikuwa na concentrate hivyo sana juu mimi sionangi news za countries zingine. So, sikuwa na concentrate, lakini anatuambia kuna corona na tuexplainia nini inafanyika. Watu wanavaa mask, but anyways, ikafika Kenya and God knows why. Let's go to the second question. What are your thoughts about corona?
Corona, at the first place I thought it's just a common flu, but it was a serious one because you could see people dying. Hata wewe ukipata homa, it's not that serious, ndio? Well, you could sit down and ask yourself, if I got corona, what will happen when you hear people dying? But at that place, we could not see that much. But in the other countries, you could see 100 and something are dying. The UK, 1,000.
Mimi nitasema, watu wanasema sasa corona ati hakuna corona. Atijua hawajasikia mtu mwenye ako kwao na ako na corona. Sasa mimi nashangaa. Kwa nini naomba mtu akue na corona mwenye ako kwao ndio ajue corona iko serious?
Yes, there are people who say that they will believe that is corona when their neighbor, their friend, their relative gets the coronavirus.
Mimi naona corona iko ni juu si tunaomba tunasema God protect us from this disease that is attacking people. Sasa si tukiomba we all tuna expect Mungu atu protect. Hakuna vile tu expect Mungu afanye mtu mmoja ashikwe na corona ndio believe. So are you believing that corona is there?
Truly is there.
Okay, let's go to the next question. Has corona affected you positively or negatively?
Negatively, of course, because we are not attending our classes as usual. We are not going to church. We are not going.
We are going to church. Maybe
not all of us.
Lakini imeongeza, we are not 100. Like kwa church atukai only 100 people. Nategemea na size ya church. So people are going to church.
Not all.
Okay.
You don't do the fun stuff that you used to do, like traveling, going for a lunch or something. Mm. And most of the things that you do.
Okay, mimi nitasema it has affected me negatively because I was attending like classes, but now because of watu wamepoteza kazi, like pesa pia imepunguka of course, so and us tulikuwa tunalipa pesa ku attend classes, so tukaacha kulipa, so si attendingi, atuendangi out kila saa, atu interact na watu, so it has affected me negatively. Okay, let's see for the next question. If you are the president, would you lock down the country or watch it country iendelee na maisha?
If I was the president, I would prefer putting precautions, because you know the poor people who live in the slums, the people who don't have food, they go to work to find something for their young ones. You can't lock down that nobody can get out of the house. Who will provide for them? See? Yes, I could keep the country open, but with fierce precautions.
So uteka gani, precautions gani?
Like obviously, in public, wear mask. Sanitize after touching.
People are doing that right now, but bado
Yes.
tunaendelea
But
growing
there are people
cases.
who don't.
No, you as the president, how will you know that people are not sanitizing or washing their hands or wearing masks?
That is a person's responsibility. You can't tell me that I will come to follow you to see that if you are learning, if I'm a teacher, if you are learning or you're not, because your future is in your hands. So if you learn, have a better future. You don't learn, have a poor future. Yes. Another one is social distancing. And also the sensation of movement.
That's good. But if I was the president, I would prefer locking down.
Why?
Because I'll not locking down for the whole year, like for some while, like for 30 days. I see how it's going. Because maybe if you lock down, the spread of the disease will stop. Because everybody is at home, how will it spread? No one will spread that disease because everybody is indoors.
Yes, everybody is indoors, but let me ask you, those people, the vulnerable people, they don't have food. Lock them down for 30 days. Can you survive without food for 30 days?
Now there is where the problem comes
The second
in.
thing, look at the expectant mothers living in the slums. The lactating mothers in the slums. That milk that they are giving their children, once it will finish, if they are not eating, and then the baby, what will happen?
If I was the president, I would provide food for the people who cannot get food. Like those people who are living in the slums, I would provide food for them.
I won't talk about that, but let's continue the questions.
Okay, so what are your thoughts of the online classes?
Online classes are pretty much not learning,
Why?
but keeping your mind in school. You can see that when I go to online classes, we do 2 to 4 questions in a period of 40-50 minutes. The other times we just interact with the teachers, we see how they are going, they see how we are going, if you're learning. That will take much time. And then you do some questions. It's just keeping your mind busy and making you know that you still need to think about school. Even if you hear that schools are closed for the whole year, maybe next year we won't open. You know, some people are having fun about that. So I think online classes, yes, they are good, but not as much as physical. The one that
If you are a
interact.
parent, would you let your child asome kwa online class na mnalipa bado?
Yes,
And if you're not affording, like for the people who are not affording right now?
obviously you will try. If you see that it's not at your capability, you stop with it and try to find another means, like buying him or her some books, taking him through a timetable.
So let me ask you, why are we reading and yet you're going to repeat the same things for the next year? Next year you're repeating again. So why are we reading and you're going to repeat the same thing? If I was a parent, I pay maybe 6,000 for my child to read, and she will repeat the same things next year, and I'll still pay school fees. That is wastage of money. I'm saying, like, online classes, we are wasting money because you still repeat the same things when you go back to school. And for the people who are not affording, you won't tell me, if you go back to school, those who are not reading online classes like me, they won't teach us things because they walifundisha wengine na mimi sikuwa.
Obviously, when you go back to school, you start at square one, topic one. You see? And as you have asked, that it's wastage of money. I don't think, let's say you started at a poor mark in this year, and now they have given you another chance to redeem yourself. You see, that period of time that you are at home, having the online classes, you will still get something in your mind that you didn't have when you started.
Yes, if you're not paying, it's good to attend if you're not paying. But right now, it's hard to get money. Will we eat or will you read? We have to eat. As you have said, we have to eat to
Yes.
get energy.
Not everything in this world comes at a free price. You see? Now tell me, the books that you have, were they collected or they were bought?
Our school, they give us textbooks. We pay for the textbooks, then they give us.
You paid for them. Now, when you tell me that buying books is a wastage of money, and you cannot
I'm not
afford...
saying buying books. I've said online classes is a wasting money because we are still going to repeat the same things. When you go back to school, we are still going to repeat things that we were learning in online classes. Because the people who are not in online classes right now, they are reading for themselves. Like, even hata ukiambiwa ujisomee topic nyamjasomeshwa shule, will you understand everything? When even ukipatiwa textbook, waambiwe soma hii topic, utaelewa kila kitu bila cha kukuelezea.
No, but you'll have a clue,
Yes.
an idea. Now when you go back to school the following year, they will explain more about that idea that you have.
I'm thinking 20% are the only people who are reading. Because right now everybody is not reading. Let me say the truth, like, I'm not reading. Are you reading?
Yes.
No,
Because
guys,
yes.
don't believe that.
I do online classes and I do my own personal timetable.
Online classes from what time?
Not every day they have the same time. Like morning, the weekdays from 8:30 to 9:20. Monday to Friday.
So are
And
you
then
paying
in
the
between-
online classes?
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying, it's wastage. But you know, if you have money, just pay for your children. But if you don't have enough money, don't pay, because that is wastage of money, guys. Or you think that is not wastage? Let me give you two things. If you are not utachagua kukula or to kulipia mtoto wako online classes, because now let me tell you, sahi hata talent ya mtoto wako anaweza pata kazi, but not everything is reading. Kuna wenye alimalizia kusoma class 8 wakaachana na kusoma.
Okay, let me ask you, those who
First, answer my question. Would you prefer eating, or would you prefer your child to read? If you don't have money for the two things.
the time that your child was going to school,
Mm-hmm.
the school fees and the food that you are buying for him, that school fees is the same money that now we cater.
Now,
for the
let me
online
tell you, you
classes.
don't have, now, not everybody is going to work. Is everybody going to work?
That one I can
Is
understand.
everybody going to work? Yes or no?
No, obviously.
Yes. For the people who don't have work right now, what should they do? Pay for their children, even if they are candidates. Should they pay for their children, or should they eat and cater for
Higher.
their needs?
You can't tell me that those candidates with poor parents don't have books.
Me, I'm asking about the online classes. Should they
Yes,
pay or they shouldn't pay?
They shouldn't.
Yes.
But the children have books. They can do with that, even if they are not getting the whole idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Let's go to the next question. You've said you always pay the online classes.
Yes.
Do you prefer online classes or physical classes?
Obviously, physical classes.
Why physical?
Like I have told you, the online classes, they're pretty much of interaction
Mm-hmm.
than learning. Those few questions are just to keep your mind active in school. The whole of the other time, just speak with the teachers, interact, how they're doing, how are you doing, you see? But when you are in the physical class, you go straight to the point, learning. In the morning, you don't go to talk with teachers. You start with sitting, removing your book, writing notes or copying what the teacher is teaching, or doing some exercises. But now, as you can see, as you open your laptop, your computer, your phone, first thing is good morning, good morning.
You want to tell me that when you're in physical classes, the teachers don't say good morning, they don't?
No, I haven't said that. That's a must. You must greet each other. And then after greetings, you start asking each other questions.
Questions
Have
about
you
what?
been learning? Have you been doing this and that? How are you coping with this and that? In class, you can't tell me that you go and start asking each other that stuff. Good morning, yes, greetings, straight to learning. When you don't
You know, right
understand
now they're
something,
asking how we are doing because there's corona. They want to know how you're doing, if you're keeping safe. They want to know, because physical class, there's nothing that is affecting you because you're all doing well.
yes. No, as you are learning and then you don't capture what the teacher has taught and the time is running, the teacher can tell you, meet me at this time and I will explain more. When you're doing online classes, if you have a sibling, when you finish his next, your teacher can tell you, meet me after this.
No, our online classes are like this. Everyone has their own classes. Like, you can even find 10 classes that are happening at the same time. Like class 1, they are having their own class. Class 2 are having their own class. Different times, different teachers. Even the teacher can extend the lessons. But ours were 1 hour strictly.
I have not experienced anything like that, but when you look at the school timetable, at this time of this day, subject for this class. The next subject for this class. The next period of time, this lesson for this class.
So ours was you log in for your class. If you're in class 8, and yeah, get class 8, then you attend the lessons. Even you can find you have lessons after every 1 hour. And even class 7 have lessons after every 1 hour. Like everybody's having classes at the same time with different teachers, like that.
According to ours, it's specific time for this lesson for this class. Maybe yours and other schools do the same thing, and that's with the others. Not every school is the same.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so also me, I prefer physical class because we interact more with the teachers. If you have not understood, you ask. But also online classes are not bad. So we'll go to your questions, then we'll say our points afterwards.
Mm-hmm. How is Corona getting in between you and your God?
I won't say it's getting between us because, like, you don't need to go to church so that you can speak to God. Because even I can speak to God right now. God is hearing anywhere you pray. Also, God is hearing your prayers anywhere. So it's not getting between me and God. Because before even they opened the church, we were praying at home, we were attending online churches. So it's not getting in between.
You know, not every house has that spiritual mood. You know,
Mhm.
when you go to church, some people are different people in the church, then different people in the home.
So that's why my God, like you know what your God is doing to your life. So you will either pray or you'll put him aside. But for me, I'm praying. I even prefer attending online churches because, like, when you go to church, 100 people is a lot. You can find like even 5 people have corona inside there. Like attending online is, I think it's the best. That's what I prefer.
Okay. And what were the fun stuff you used to do before, but now you can't?
Let me tell you, me, I was in boarding school, so I was not having a lot of fun at home. Maybe when I came at the holiday, when I come, maybe April holiday, like traveling was what I was doing most. Going to visit my grandparents, visiting my aunt. Like right now, no one wants corona in their home, so you can't just go anywhere, anytime. So like, I think visiting people. I'm not an indoor person. Like I like walking outside, going to visit my friends. So that is what is up. Like it's making me feel down.
Mm-hmm. And when you're walking along the road wearing a mask,
Hmm.
and then a person that you know and he knows you passes by you and he does not notice you, what do you feel about that?
I will notice him, so I'll say hi, how you doing? And then will greet him because I've noticed him. Or
Mm-hmm.
are you asking? We have not noticed each other.
Yeah.
So if you have not noticed each other, life goes on. Nothing will happen. You just walk.
Uh-huh. And in this country, how have you seen the economic status?
Please simplify your question.
Okay, how do you see the economic progress of Kenya moving on?
It's not that good, but we're trying. You help me answer that question. How do you see?
I Yes, it was moving backwards before the president released some of the precautions like cessation of movement, and then he moved on to adding some time on the curfew. That gave some space of our economy to grow. Like as you can see now, tourism, some of the people are traveling now.
Mm.
You can go outside the country and come back. Um, you can go to the hotels,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, let's move. Let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can take on.
So, I also have another question for you. Do you think like sindege zimefunguliwa they can go to other countries?
Mm-hmm.
How do you see that? Like people coming to our country, us going to their country. What do you think?
Uh, it's not the best way,
If you are
but
the president, why would you open for the?
yes, because some of the things that are not happening may push you to, like, yes, imports and exports were happening, but you see some people need to come to this country to do this business to get this. You need to go to this country to get this to bring it back, because not everybody has access to cargo shipping, cargo flying. So traveling, yes, it is good, but not the best.
Okay. So, do you have some points that you want to tell maybe parents or candidates or other students?
I will first point out to the candidates. Girls, please stay in your books. Don't think that we will open next year. Now we are going to start from topic 1. You should not go to your books. Please go back to your books. And other pupils from other classes. That doesn't give you a chance to lie back, relax. You still have to go back to your books. Read even if it's 1 hour, 30 minutes. That will still give you a progress. And parents, please, this is the right time to interact with your kids. It's the right time to show them what you couldn't when you went to work, when you went for night shifts, when you went to other countries and stayed for a long period of time. Now is the right time. And
And you advised everyone. So, for me, it will come to parents, also candidates. Let's just be courageous. Next year, we'll go back to school. Let's stay in our books, like the way he has said. So, parents, you also need to encourage us as the children. Wait,
can you the show?
okay, I have advice to the parents. So, parents, you also need to support and advise your children during this time because some of them are discouraged. You need to encourage them, you need to make them feel amazed, like blessed, like how to support them. You can be calm and proactive. Have a nice conversation with your children. Do you always have a conversation with your parent?
Yeah, of course. As you can see at this age, there are many things that happen.
At what age?
You know, the puberty stage.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go to an experienced person and he or she will show you what you're supposed to do at this time of this and how are you supposed to take on the challenges that come in this period.
Mm. I would also say I have a conversation with my parents. So the second thing is stick to a routine. Your child needs to have a structure. So you need to have a routine. Like which routine do you have?
Obviously, a learning routine, uh, you have to have a specific timetable that you take on. on a daily basis. Like, let's say in the morning you wake up, do this and this. After this, you do this.
But I wouldn't encourage parents to pressure their children to read. Like, that's not good. Do your parents pressure you to read?
No.
Do they tell you read? Every time read.
No, because as I told you, you as a candidate, you as a pupil, it's your responsibility to know that your future is in your hands. Nobody will come and read for you. Nobody will come and do the exam for you. Nobody will come and look for a job for you. It's all you, your brains.
Even me, I'm not always pressured. Even they've never told me read. It's on me to always decide on myself if I'm going to read or not. So even they even never pressure me to read. Okay, also parents, let your children feel their emotions. Like with this year cancelled, right now we would have how many months to KCP?
As we are now to September, you will already have finished the syllabus. It's only 1 month because you could start at November 2nd to November 5th. Yeah.
So
So it will be a small period of time.
yes, so with the year cancelled, everybody is feeling like they are down. So parents, that's why you should have a conversation with your child, encourage them, make them feel amazed, make them feel well, and also check in with them about what they are hearing and watching. Right now people are watching things they're not supposed to watch, they're hearing things they're not supposed to be heard by their ages, like wanasikia tu hawafai kusikia. Hello, what would you say about that?
Now, obviously, because of the online classes, parents are putting on internet. You know, there are many things that can be exposed to you through internet. There is pornography, there is all those bad stuffs. But you as a candidate, you as an adolescent, you should be able to control yourself. You should be able to tell yourself what is right, what is wrong.
And what would you tell the girls who are pregnant right now? Because many girls are pregnant. Even at the news, they're saying many girls are being impregnated. So, what would you advise the girls and boys?
As you are told by our Ministry of Health, stay at home. You boys, you girls that you go and you mingle out there and do some stuff, and then you come saying that nobody saw me. Let me tell you girls, you cannot hide that capital D. You cannot. And you boys, my friends, diaper is expensive. Not from that I experienced it, but it is because I've been told by people who know what happens, like your parents, your elders. And please, boys and girls, stay safe, stay at home.
Parents, please, the last point is create time to talk to your child and interact with your child. That is the last point, and we've come to the end of the video. Do you have something to say?
It has been a wonderful session. See you next time.
So thank you so much guys for watching this video. Thank you for clicking this video. Please guys, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also share the video. Thank you so much for your time. Bye.
Bye.